Hello everyone, and welcome to Immigration Insight, where we explore the many ways people around the world can achieve their American dream. Today, we're focusing on our friends from the Philippines and the different pathways available for them to legally immigrate to the United States. Here to guide us through these options is immigration attorney Shah Peerally. Welcome, Shah. Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to discuss the opportunities available for Filipinos who want to come to the US, whether to join family, build careers, invest, or pursue an education. Fantastic!
Let's start with family-based immigration since family connections are so important in Filipino culture. What are the main family-based visa options for Filipinos?
Of course, Joyce. Family-based immigration is a very common pathway for Filipinos, and there are several categories to consider. First, immediate relative, IR, visas. These are for the closest family members of US citizens, spouses, minor children, and parents. This category doesn't have a waiting list, so it can often be processed more quickly. Second, family preference, F, visas. These are for more extended family members and include categories like F1, unmarried sons and daughters, 21 and older, of US citizens. F2A, spouses and minor children of lawful permanent residents. F2B, unmarried sons and daughters, 21 and older, of lawful permanent residents. F3, married sons and daughters of US citizens. F4, brothers and sisters of US citizens. For applicants from the Philippines, the wait times in these categories can be long, especially for F3 and F4. But it's worth applying early if reuniting with family is the goal. That's very insightful, Shah.
Now let's talk about the employment-based options. How can Filipinos come to the US through work?
Absolutely. Employment-based options are great for Filipinos with specialized skills or experience. Some popular categories include, first, H-1B visa, specialty occupation. This visa is popular for Filipinos working in fields like engineering, IT, and healthcare. They'll need a US employer to sponsor them, and there's an annual cap, so planning ahead is essential. Second, EB2 and EB3, employment-based green cards. EB2 is for professionals with advanced degrees or exceptional abilities. For those who can show that their work benefits the US on a broad scale, there's the National Interest Waiver, NIW, which allows them to self-petition without needing a US employer. EB3 is for skilled workers and professionals. It's a great option for those who may not meet the higher EB2 criteria, but still have valuable skills. Third, EB1 visa. This is for individuals with extraordinary abilities, like scientists, artists, or executives, as well as certain multinational managers. It's competitive but can be very rewarding if they qualify. That's fantastic.
Let's move on to the investment-based options. Is there a way for Filipino entrepreneurs to immigrate by investing in the US?
Yes, indeed. The EB5 Immigrant Investor Program is a great option for Filipino entrepreneurs. To qualify, they need to invest $1.8 million in a new US business, or $900,000 if the business is in a targeted employment area, like a rural or high unemployment area. If the investment creates 10 full-time jobs for US workers, they can eventually qualify for green cards for themselves and their immediate family. There's also another investment option through the E2 Treaty Investor Visa. Although the E2 doesn't directly lead to a green card, it allows individuals from countries that have a trade treaty with the US, including the Philippines, to invest in a US business. Unlike the EB5, the investment amount can be lower, but it must be significant enough to ensure the success of the business. The E2 is a great way for Filipino investors to operate a business in the US with the potential to renew the visa indefinitely.
That's a fascinating way to build a future in the US without a huge upfront investment like the EB5 requires. Another viable option is the L1A visa. The L1A visa is designed for executives and managers transferring to a US office from an overseas branch. To qualify, the applicant must have worked for the overseas company for at least 1 year within the last 3 years. The L1A visa allows for an initial stay of up to 3 years, with extensions available. It also provides a pathway to a green card through the EB-1C category, making it an excellent option for Filipino business leaders looking to expand their operations in the U.S. The L-1A visa offers a streamlined process for those in managerial roles and can be a strategic move for business growth and personal immigration goals. What about those who want to come to the U.S. for their studies? Are there student visa options?
Absolutely. For Filipinos looking to study in the US, student visas can open many doors. The most common are 1. F1 visa, academic studies. This is for students pursuing academic programs at accredited US institutions, from high school up to graduate school. It allows them to study full-time, and in some cases, they can work part-time on campus. 2. M1 visa, vocational studies. This is geared towards vocational or non-academic programs, such as trade schools. While it has different requirements than the F1, it's also a great way to access specialized training in the US. Both of these visas are temporary, but students may have options to transition to employment-based visas after they graduate, especially if they've built connections in their field.
That's amazing, Shah. Now let's talk about another intriguing option that might be of interest to some, the O1 visa. The O1 visa is a non-immigrant visa designed for individuals who possess extraordinary ability in the sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics. It also applies to those who have demonstrated a record of extraordinary achievement in the motion picture or television industry and have been recognized nationally or internationally for those achievements. This visa allows individuals to work in their field of expertise in the United States for a temporary period. To qualify, applicants must provide extensive documentation proving their extraordinary abilities or achievements. This could include awards, memberships in prestigious organizations, published materials, and other evidence of their exceptional skills. The O1 visa is an excellent opportunity for talented individuals to bring their expertise to the U.S. and contribute to their respective fields while gaining valuable experience. It's a pathway that's often overlooked, but can be incredibly rewarding for those who qualify. Now that we've covered various visa options, let's move on to some special considerations and advice for anyone interested in these immigration pathways. With so many options available, are there any special considerations or advice you'd give to Filipinos interested in these immigration pathways?
Definitely. Each pathway, including family, employment, investment, student, E2, and J1 visas, has its own requirements and timelines, and immigration policies are always evolving. So my advice is to plan early, stay informed, and seek professional guidance. Working with an experienced immigration attorney helps ensure everything is done correctly and that there's a clear path forward.
Shah, thank you so much for breaking down these options today. It's clear there are many possibilities for Filipinos who dream of moving to the U.S.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here and share this information.
If you're interested in any of these immigration options or have questions, please reach out to us at the Shah Peerally Law Group. You can visit our website at www.peerallylaw.com, call us at 510-74-25887, or contact us via WhatsApp at +1 27921877093. We're here to help you every step of the way. Until next time, stay tuned to Immigration Insight.